welcome back. Go ahead and take a seat. Hopefully you had a relaxing little break since we did your hair. Yeah? Okay, good. So now we're just going to move on to working on your makeup. Yep. So behind me here on my table, I have all of my tools for your makeup. So I have just pretty much anything you can think of as far as makeup goes. I have the eyeliners, foundations, skincare. I have concealers, lip gloss, serums, stuff like that. I do have this little bag, which has all of my stuff for your brows in it, and we can just, if we need to clean up your brows or anything, we can do that. I have this bag, which is a lot of like glosses, some little palettes for the eyeshadows. I have quite a few test palettes, so lots of options for you when we get to that part. And then finally I have this bag, which has like my powders, setting sprays, some serums as well, blushes, lots of options there as well. Okay. And then finally, last but not least, I do have some of my brushes here. So all of the brushes we'll need will be in this bag. And I'll just, kind of rotate through what we need as we go. Okay, so I'm just going to check out your skin first. Okay. So it feels like you have mostly combination, a little oily right there. It's pretty normal. And then a little bit of dryness in your cheeks. Yeah. Okay, that's really common. And do you have anything on right now? No? Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into a little bit of skincare to get your face primed, okay? Now, you had mentioned yesterday, I'm just going to kind of talk through with you as I do your skincare. You had mentioned yesterday that you were doing something more green for your makeup, you were hoping. Okay, and you were just kind of hoping to match your dress with the makeup, or your makeup with the dress. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, let me just grab a towel really quick. Okay, just wanted to have something to get that excess product off my hands. Okay, so you're thinking like some more neutral browns, greens, and maybe a little pop of some like kind of floral pink on the corners. Okay. Yep, that sounds great. I'm going to add a little bit of serum to your skin. I think I'm going to do this one. I always like to do something that will calm the skin, especially because a lot of people have skin that's more prone to various issues, like especially I see the most common is just like sensitivity. Okay. Yeah, that's what I often see as well. Okay. Just gonna rub in. good? Hydrating? I'm going to give you a little spray of some coconut aloe water. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. This is the Coconut Mist by Holy Hydration. I'm going to give you a nice spritz. Okay, good so far? All right. So I always keep tons of concealers because I like to get the perfect shade. I'm going to go for a matte for you since you have a little bit of oiliness on the T-zone, and that's typically where we use the most concealer. Let me just... This one. Yeah, I had like 4 shades that are very close, but this is definitely a good one for you. So now I'm just going to go ahead and go in on the under eye. And then I'm going to go in with a bit of a sponge here. Okay. Feel good? Alright. That looks really nice. Okay. So for your foundation, did you want to do something that was more full coverage or lighter coverage? Okay, that's what I thought, since it is a formal. So I pulled this one. This is the Clean Finish by Rimmel London. And I'm just going to do a little swatch on your face with the spatula here. Okay, let me see. I'm going to blend that just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a good shade for you. I'm just going to start out on this one with a brush. And I'm going to just put some on the back of my hand. to your, this is the shade. Once I go in on your face with the brush, then I can always switch over and go in on the face with the sponge to get rid of any lines, okay? Now, just to clarify, you are going straight to the ball after this, right? Formal, whatever, yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. That looks really good. And lift up. I think there's like a light chance of rain later, but nothing crazy. I think when I looked it was like 20%. Yeah, a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a sponge now, just to blur out any of the lines. It's okay, alright. I'm gonna switch this side and just do under your eyes. Okay. It's right there. Okay, I think I got all the lines. I'm just gonna have you look up and I'm gonna just kind of go, yeah, down the chin. Okay? Yep. Okay. Good. Don't want any crazy lines there, right? Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead next. I'm gonna do your brows. And did you want to contour at all? I don't think you need it, but I can always just go in with a contour. Okay, I'm just gonna go with a little contour powder on the cheeks and the chin. Okay. Okay. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna put the excess just here around the forehead. Alright, good. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do eyebrows next, okay? So for the brows, we're just gonna stick with the natural kind of look. Okay, that sounds great. Is that how you usually do them? Okay. I mean, I can certainly stick with that. It's what you feel comfortable with. So a little bit of fill, a little bit of maybe some pomade. Yeah, I can do that. Let me go ahead and just give them a light brush, and then I'll have a better idea, okay? Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. So I can definitely go in with the pomade. I'm gonna go in first with a stick. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this L'Oreal brow stylus. And I'm just gonna very carefully just do a little fill in, okay? Okay, just going really light. I'm gonna match it on the side. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I like a nice light fill. Okay. All right. So now I'm thinking, honestly, I can go in with the pomade. So here's what I have. It's this one. It's in the espresso color. Or I have that one, I believe the same one. Okay, this is just for that, but this is the Wow Brow by Elf. It's really nice filler if that's what you want to do. Okay. Yeah, alright, I can do that. So I'll just go on the underneath here and kind of outline on the bottom only, and then we'll fill in the rest. Yeah, I think that's great. Okay, I'm gonna use this little brush. Okay, just a little bit on the tip. And then we're just gonna fill in, like you said, just do a kind of outline at the bottom only, okay? Yep. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I like to do. I agree, it looks really good. Now I'll fill in with the brow. This little Wow Brow gel, okay? For sure. Okay, and just stay still, okay? Okay. Sorry. I have the worst posture, honestly. I'm trying really hard. Like, yeah. But You forget, and then you just go back to slouching. Okay, let me see if I need to do anything else. So I do have this brow hold powder. And I'm just going to, it's got this little tiny sponge on the end. I'm just going to run this over the brow just to keep everything intact, okay? Okay. Right, so I think the brows are good. And just a second, I'll give them a quick spray. So I always do some setting spray just on the brows as we go through, so. Just to keep them nice. Okay, so now we're just gonna go ahead and do your eye makeup, okay? So, like I said, I have some options for you. What I've been doing is I have a lot of these little samples, and I try to use those because then I can send it with you. So if you got like a little mishap or something smudges, you can just kind of clean it up. So this one's Midnight Rose Shimmering Lilac. That sounds pretty for spring. Oh, here we go. This one is Simply Smoky. So I really like this middle color. Is in olive green. It kind of looks gray, but if you swatch it, it's definitely a nice olive. I know you were wanting to do something green, so that's pretty. It also has this nice like brownish shimmer with it that I really like, and they will pair well if you want to do that smoky eye. Let's see, sorry. Separately, I have this little e.l.f. palette that has, there we go, let's catch the light on it, some beautiful colors. Base, lid, crease, and line. You can do a little smoky outline eyeliner with brown. I recommend this one. It's just a very nice colored brown. I'm trying to get the light on it, but you can see it right there. So I'm thinking this one for a smudge liner. And then the smoky eye with these two. Okay, so that's what we'll do. And I know you had mentioned a soft pink on the corner, so we could do this pretty lilac shimmer, which I really like. You can do it on the back of my hand. Sorry, this is not good lighting for swatch, but you can see some shimmer there. It's this pretty like purplish colored, and these are all in these little sample cases, so they can fall out. You gotta be careful. Now, on the other hand, I also have this really pretty ballerina pink that I could do as like a little spring touch. Oh, that's so pretty. It is a matte, and I could do that in the corners. This one? Okay. So, we're gonna do smudge liner, smoky eye, and then corners. Yep. Okay. Let me grab my brushes. Definitely gonna need some small ones down here. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the smudge liner last. So we're going to go in with your smoky eye colors first. So first and foremost, and there's that greenish color. That's probably the best olive color you're going to be able to catch in this light. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to apply that straight on the lid. So after all this is done, we will blend, okay? Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more of that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in on this eye. Now, same brush, I'm going to go in on the outer corner and go in with this kind of olivey brown. A little bit darker, of course, which is what we want for the smoky eye. I'm just, again, applying this. We'll blend after. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to go in with this other brush. I'm going to go in with a bigger brush. And I'm just going to blend it together very gently, okay? I think that looks good. Just make sure you like how it looks. Good. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this line section here. A little bit on my brush. Yep, just like that. And I'm literally just going to smudge along the top to make a liner. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Perfect. Now, looks great. Did you want me to add a mascara? Yeah, I can do that. Just something kind of basic. just going to use this Too Faced one. It has a really big wand, and this is probably one of my most requested products in general for mascara. Okay, and just open. Alright, a little bit more. Okay, and open. And I'm just going to go in on the bottom. Okay. That looks really pretty. You have really nice lashes. Okay. I'm going to go in with a little blush and highlight on the cheeks. Let's see, is this the pink one? No. So since, oh, 1 second. I forgot the little dab of pink on your inner corner. Don't worry. I can fix it. Since it's not even done, it's easy to fix. Oops. Okay, so again, we're gonna go with this this little ballerina. It's called Ballerina Pink Rose. Yeah. It's just a very light. And I'm literally going to just on each eye corner, so close. Okay, sorry, I forgot that. Now, back to me finding your blush. Alright, so a couple options here. I can use this little peach blush here. I have this Moonstruck powder blush, which I think would look really pretty. It is a shimmer and it's not too dark. I'll show you on my hand if you can see it about right there. I do have a very classic pink blush by e.l.f. This is like the kind of putty kind of blush, but you can see it's quite beautiful. Let's see here. I swear I had one, but I'm just not finding it, so that's okay. Do you like any of those? Okay, I also have this little pink one. This is called Rose Rack. Very pretty, kind of iridescent. Now I did plan to add this hard candy prismatic iridescent pearl powder to your cheeks as a highlight. It's quite shimmery. I thought it would look great just here. I like to just kind of go like that, and it just gives me a nice pretty glow. Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Okay, so we're gonna go Moonstruck powder. Got it. Yeah, I think that's a great choice. Put that on first, okay? And then we'll go in. We'll go in second with your highlight. Okay. I'm gonna go with a bit of a fluffier brush. This one's a little coarse. Okay. That's better. Here we go. Let's try again. Okay. I'm gonna go in with the same one for the highlighter. Okay, and I'm just going to do a little sweep and a little bit of excess, just all around with the excess powder. All right. Now, got your highlighter in. Next, I'm just going to add a little bit of jelly gloss. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, and this is by Bath & Body Works. Yeah, this looks really good, and it smells really good too. Okay, here we go. Okay, just rub together. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit of pressed powder just on the T-zone area. And this is just gonna be translucent powder. Yeah. And that's just to keep the oiliness down on the T-zone, okay? Okay. All right. Now, how does that feel? Okay, great. Anything you think I missed? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with a setting spray. Do you have a preference on a setting spray? No? Okay, I'm just gonna use this one then. This is the Up All Night by Elf. Okay, and here we go. Okay, just give that a second. Okay. And do you want to take one last look in the mirror there? Alright. I'm so glad you like it. It was such a pleasure doing your makeup today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you have a wonderful time at the Spring Formal. If I don't see you, hopefully I will see you in the future for another event. You too. Bye-bye.